Welcome to Study Guide Forum. Here we'll be looking at uh, the urinary tubules. Now, this is the basic structure of what? Of the kidney. The urinary tubule is the basic structure of the kidney because this is where the function of the excretory function and osmoregulatory function takes place. There are millions of them in the kidney. Now, what happened here? From our previous class, in our previous class, we were able to, talk about the kidney. That's why I decided to like give you a drawing of that to see a clear picture of what it's like from the kidney. The kidney, this place is the urethra that joins to the bladder, urinary bladder, and then you have the urethra. This is urethra connecting to the bladder, the urinary bladder, then to the urethra where the urine pass through. So we have the aorta, we have vena cava, which connects to the renal artery. Renal, renal, vena cava connects to the renal vein, while the aorta connects to the renal artery. But now, what we really want to talk about is this very basic unit of the kidney, which is the urinary tubule. Now, um, if you are joining us for the first time, we want to encourage you to do what? To just subscribe, and then I will encourage you to watch the end of it. And also, you can share, leave your comment if there's any question or anything you want us to know. You can leave it as a comment there, and then let's dive into the message. So what we have here is the urinary tubule. Now, what happened here? How do they perform the function of excretion? The function of excretion. How do they perform the function of excretion? Now, what happened is that from the renal artery, from the renal artery, um, it branches into capillary. Inside this capillary, it forms a knot of capillaries inside the Bowman capsule. Here we have what we call glomerulus. Did I read it? I did not do. Okay, this knot of capillaries is what we call the glomerulus. Inside here, as the blood passes through the capillaries, which is very narrow, it increases the pressure. The pressure, due to the high pressure that is existing inside here, those fluids, they are filtered into the Bowman capsule. The Bowman capsule. What we have, the filtrate that we have in this Bowman capsule is what we call the glomerulus filtrate. And then it moves down. As it moves down through this convoluted tubule, which is within the cortex, this convoluted tubule, there will be reabsorption of glucose and water because the filtrate that pass through here contains some other important ions and compounds. Some compounds like sugar and all the rest of them that will be passing through here. As they are going down through this convoluted tubule, this one, the first convoluted tubule that we'll find out here is what they call the proximal convoluted tubule, where the reabsorption of water and glucose takes place. That's where it takes place. Now, I want you to know that thing very well. What happened here? The filtrate that we have here is what we call glomerulus filtrate. And in the glomerulus is where the filtration takes place. Then it passes down to the what? Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule collects it. So from here, it moves down. As it moves down here, stretching down to give us a Haley's loop. So down to this heading moves, it moves up again to give us another denser convoluted tubule where the reabsorption of salt and water continues. As it gets down to this point, um, a lot of um, a lot of important nutrients, ions, have been removed from here and making the urine to be a bit concentrated as it moves down to the collecting tubule. Now, what happens here? The capillary, that is the convoluted tubule, the capillaries will have the capillaries. Then from the capillaries, all the blood now are drained back into the renal vein. In the renal vein, then the blood move back to the secretory system, and the concentrated urine is then moved down, or concentrated waste product is then moved down from the collecting tubule the um, into the pyramids, which we discussed about in our first video. In our first video, where into the pyramid, where it opens to the pelvis. From the pelvis, from that pelvis now, it moves down to the urethra. From the urethra to what? Bladder, where it is stored. Then after storing the bladder, when the bladder is filled, then it will then move down, pass out from the urethra, then everything moves up. Remember, one of the things, once information of urine, there is urine formation. There is three basic things you should note about it. We have what we call ultrafiltration, which takes place here. The ultrafiltration takes place here. The other one, selective reabsorption, is what we have here. The reabsorption of what? Um, of important uh, substances like glucose and water, as the case may be. And we have another one, we have a tubular secretion, where some, that is via active transport, where some ions are being um, reabsorbed in the process of what some of the hormones that is secreted into the system the as the process is going on. The hormone will help to what um, act in order to absorb some certain um, nutrients, as in some of the ions that might be very important in the system. So this is where we're going to be stopping here. But before we go, before we close, before we end this class, I will want to encourage you. Remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and then you like. If you have any question, please feel free to leave your question in the comment section. Thank you.